What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be using the most used loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone versus the least used loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone. Some of the most used stat tracker websites like WarzoneStats.gg and Community have what's called a pick percentage rate, which shows the weapons that are chosen by most of the Call of Duty community and which weapons are the least chosen. So I thought, what if we took the most used weapons versus the least used weapons for some hidden gems that no one seems to be using? And to throw another curveball in here, WarzoneStats.gg even has a tier list for the perks inside the game. So we'll throw those in there as well and see how they do using the best perks with the best loadouts against the worst perks with the least picked loadouts. Comment down below which ones you think will win and which ones you'd like to see next. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that noti bell if you want to see more of these videos. So there's two websites that we're going to be using. We're going to be using Community, which you can follow me on. I'll leave the link in the description below. And then we are using WarzoneStats.gg for our perks. For Community, we're using, so the most used weapon on both of these websites is the Krig C. It's 100% the #1 meta option right now when it comes to longer range assault rifles. So that's what we're going to be using right here for sure. And for our close range, most used is by far none, the LC10. So we're going to be using LC10 paired with the Krig C for our first most used option. For our perks, for our most used option today, for perk 1, we're going to be constantly using Survivor. Survivor is going to be our perk 1 100% of the time for the most used perk. For perk 2, for this first one, we're going to use Quick Fix. And then for our second most used option, we're going to end up using Tracker. And then for our perk 3, for our first most used loadout, we're going to use Tempered for the first one. And then for the second most used loadout, we're going to use Ghost right here. So that's what they're meta perks here on WarzoneStats.gg. These are our meta perks, so that's what we're going to be using for our most used loadouts. So we're going to be using the Krig C, the LC10. For our tactical, I'm using smokes and lethal. Stims just don't really do anything anymore right now. But for our perk 1, like I said, we're going to be using Survivor, using Quick Fix for our first one, and then Tempered here, and then we're using Overkilled, obviously. And then for the Krig C, we're going to put on the ported compensator muzzle. It's kind of the one that I actually like to use the most. Gives you a huge buff to first shot recoil and vertical recoil control. Then I like the gain twist barrel here. Gets that bullet on your enemy faster. We already have really solid range with this Krig C, so I'm going to use this here. And then for the underbarrel, we're obviously using the vertical foregrip, giving you a huge buff to horizontal recoil control. And then for the mag, I'm using the extended mag 1. This is strictly for because anytime I use the extended mag 2 or the 70 round mag, it just feels super slow. So I'm using the extended mag 1 for a little bit more mobility. And then I'm going to put on the overpressured rounds. This will boost up the bullet velocity almost to 1500, which is insanely good for an assault rifle. But man, this thing feels absolutely incredible. Love the Krig C. So that's easily #1 meta and most picked. And then we're going to use the LC10. So we're going to use a compensator muzzle here. I like the long barrel here. For any SMGs, Black Ops 6, you definitely want to try to use the long barrel any way you can. The long barrel just really helps, man. This is going to boost the range up to 16 meters. You can use the reinforce, not a bad idea. I like that as well. But long barrel or reinforced barrel, either one, I love them both. Then for the underbarrel, I'm using the vertical foregrip for obvious reasons. And then stock, I'm probably going to use no stock here for more movement speed and strafing movement speed. And then of course we want to put the extended mag 1 or extended mag 2 on here. I like the extended mag 1 just for a little bit more movement. All right, so here's how the gameplay is going to work. We're going to get one game each loadout. Loadout with the most kills wins. Oh yeah, Dunsky. Woo! That was a nice shot, if I do say so myself. Great. Do my loadout for later. Eddie here. Love that. Oh, LC10 maybe. Almost got that airstrike though. He called the airstrike on himself. Go. Let's go. Crixie's so good, man. Oh no. Oh, LC10's so good too. Thank you for bringing me things. Well, that's the guy that was over at Regain a while ago. He's still there. Bingo. Dunsky. He'd hear me if I came over this way. Snake. Did I not get that kill? Here right now. He's dead. Oh, come on. Still alive. We're still alive. Still have loadout over here. Give me a gas mask. Yes. Yep, we're in a bad spot. Why did I do that? Dude, why did I do that? I'm garbage. I'm garbage. Was that 7 kills for that? We can get more than that. We're gonna get more than that. Okay, so now we're into the first least used option. First least used option, and we're gonna use this as a long range option, is the Ames 85. The Ames 85 is a very low picked weapon. It's not a bad weapon, but it's at a 0.6% pick rate, where something like the Crixie's is 17%. We're not even above a 1%. So I think our rule is it's got to be below a 1% pick rate. For our close range option, we're going to use the MX9. Now, technically it's a meta option, but again, it's very low picked and below a 1%. So we're going to use that as well. For the perks we're going to use, for this first one, I think we're going to use Mountaineer for perk 1. We're putting the worst perks with the worst loadout. Then reactive armor for our perk 2. I think we're going to stick with reactive armor because it is the D tier perk and the only D tier perk. Perk 3, not a lot of, there's not a D tier perk. All the perk 3 options are really good. So I think the first one we're going to run is Resolute. And then for the second lowest picked option for our fourth loadout today will be, I think we're going to use Alertness. So for the Ames 85, I'm rocking ported compensator muzzle. I think the barrel, we're going to end up using the reinforced barrel. Yeah, use the reinforced barrel here. Vertical foregrip, extended mag 1. Actually, extended mag 2. And then we're going to run the overpressured rounds here. For the MX9, I think we're definitely going Shadow Strike Suppressor S muzzle, give you a huge buff to bullet velocity and damage range. Barrel, we're going to run the, we're not going to run a barrel. We're not going to run a barrel. We're going to run an extended mag here. We're run Q900 rear grip. For the comb, I think the FTAC C11 riser giving you a sprint to fire speed buff and aim down sight speed buff. For the laser, we're using the Chimera laser. This should actually do pretty well, but we'll see how it goes. And then for the perks, like I said, we'll use Mountaineer here. And right here, we're going to use reactive armor. Oh, gross. And then right here, we're going to use Resolute, which is honestly my #1 option when it comes to perk 3. I like Resolute quite a bit, but it is technically a lower tier option when it comes to perk 3. We did pick up the Ames 85 here. So I'm going to try to go get a kill with it over here, and we'll count it. Oh, I love the fact that you can still do that. All right, here we go. Loadout crate for later. I'm gonna put this thing in tac stance. I like using this in tac stance quite a bit, actually. Got guys down here, it looks like. Yep, right here. What a beam! The thing that I don't love about solos is the fact that it just gets real campy. I think this guy's gonna res and I'm gonna steal the kill. Oh no, he's not resing. He's dead. Ooh, first kill with the MX9. Let's go, dude. This thing is so good. Oh, I missed my throwing knife. Y'all didn't see that. What? Oh, I didn't even know that guy was here. We got somebody teaming here. Was there? We got two people right here on top of each other, not fighting. That's frustrating. Loadout crate? Absolutely no one. Finally. Had a little trouble controlling the recoil on that. There's also a person over here at Regain. Oh, I love that. Let's go. Oh my god, this thing has no recoil, dude. Oh, that's nasty, bro. Nasty. Just standing there? Oh yeah, he is. Solos, guys. It can't be a bot lobby. I promise. Oh, where's this guy at? Where's the third guy at? He's here. Here he is. He's still there. I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I didn't have a gas mask. Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, Ames 85, MX9. That felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Solos, they're a lot slower. 10 kills. We beat out the #1 meta with the Ames and the MX9. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. All right, so next up, we're gonna use another least used loadout. I had somebody drop me a STG 44 build. STG is very low picked. Definitely not in the meta, so I'm interested in trying this. But I had a guy send me in my Discord. If you guys are ever interested in sending me loadouts for me to try here on the videos, things like that, I've got a Warzone loadouts channel. You can come drop them in there, come hang out in the Discord. Discord link is always below in the description below. So we've got the MK3 reflector, quartermaster suppressor, Bruin pivot vertical grip, 50 round drum, and the DR79 combo stock. So we're gonna use that. And then for our SMG, we're gonna use the Rival 9. So we're gonna find here, let's go find our STG 44. Definitely use the 50 round drum, DR79 combo stock. I'd much rather use the high grain rounds, but he wants to use the MK3 reflector right there. Boy, he doesn't have a barrel on here. That's very interesting. So quartermaster suppressor for recoil control. Headshot damage, not bad, but man, that leg damage, we're gonna have to aim high for sure. And then the underbarrel was the Bruin pivot vertical grip. Bruin pivot vertical grip. We'll go try to find it. Bruin tactical vertical grip, Bruin tilt grip, Bruin pivot vertical grip, giving us a recoil control buff and a firing aim stability buff. I'm interested to see what this does in the firing range. Okay, I think we can work with this. We'll see. We're gonna have to use it mid-range. We're just gonna have to keep that in mind. About 25, maybe 40 meters. Gotta keep that in the back of our minds there. All right, then for the SMGs, we're gonna go rock the Rival 9. Rival 9. Got a pretty fun loadout for this, I think. Rival IGS 800 barrel, recoil control buff, jack / underbarrel, 50 round drum, the stockless mod here, and I think we're gonna run the Chimera vertical grip or Chimera laser light, excuse me, and run this in tac stance also. So we'll see how this plays out, man. I don't know how good this will be. We're not going to stick with Mountaineer. We're going to use, I think, Reflexes for this next one. This is another low used perk. Hey, man, we use these bad perks and we ended up almost getting a win. So I don't want to hear it. Stick with Reactive Armor. That's the only D tier perk there is. And here we're going to run, I think we said we're going to run Alertness for this second. All right, so second lowest used, STG 44, Rival 9. Let's see how it does. Get crapped on, dude. Position on this guy. Skeletor, until we meet again. Not bad though. SDG feels pretty good so far on somebody that's not looking at me. Let's go, baby. Oh no, there's another one. He was fighting somebody up here. Oh, I would have loved to do that to a Terminator skin. Okay, Rival 9. I see you. Let's go. I didn't get credit for that kill though. Can I count that? Let's go. We traded. Fine. No, we didn't. Where did I get shot from? What happens? God dang it, man. Oh, solos get so campy, dude. So campy. But hey, not in the pot lobby, right? We're having fun. Okay, so our next long range, most used option, we're gonna go with the FFAR. That's the next most used option right now. Most picked option underneath the Krieg C is at 10.5%. And then close range, the next most picked option is the C9, but also the FFAR as well for a close range option, but we're going to use the C9 since we're using the FFAR as a longer range option. This should be interesting for sure. So for that C9, we're going to use the compensator muzzle, giving a huge buff to vertical recoil control. Then we're going to use the long barrel here for damage range buff. I'm going to use the vertical foregrip here for horizontal recoil control buff. Then we're going to use the extended mag 2 for a 50 round mag. Then I like no stock here for movement speed and strafing movement speed buff specifically, and then a hip fire movement speed buff helps a little bit, but mostly for that movement speed and strafing movement speed. Then for the FFAR, we're going to go with the ported compensator again. I just absolutely love this option. Then we're going to use the reinforced barrel here. The damage range here is at 54 meters already, which is better than almost any AR base damage anyway. So awesome. Then we're using the vertical foregrip. This gives you a huge buff to that horizontal recoil control. The extended mag 2 for a 60 round mag. And then I usually don't tend to put an optic on this. I'll usually put like overpressured rounds on here, but if you need an optic and you're just interested in using a loadout like this, use the Kepler Microflex. You should be very, very solid. But I'm going to use the overpressured rounds, giving this about a 1300 bullet velocity here, which really, really helps. For our perks, we're going to use Survivor. That's the best option out there, so most used for sure. The next, we're going to use, I think the tracker perk is what we said. That's the next option under quick fix as far as A tier perks go. Then for perk 3, we're going to put on Ghost. We use Tempered and Ghost are the most used right now. I used Tempered the first time. We'll use Ghost this time. The SDG honestly didn't feel too bad, but you can definitely tell out at range when it started to go bad. So I think this one is going to beat out that STG and Rival 9. The Rival 9 actually felt pretty good, but I didn't get a lot of chances to use it up close. Solos freaks me out, man. It just gets super campy. I just don't know where people are going to be camping in that game. And you saw on the tower that last game, man, he just sat on the tower the whole entire time. I'm not sure how I didn't get shot while I was on Kim roof, to be honest. So no complaints there, just saying that's how solos really plays, to be honest. So Ghost here I think will really help in this situation, that kind of situation too. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, so I think we got 7 the first round for the most used. For the least used, the first round we got 10. So the least used won that battle easily. We got so many people here though. We got so many people here. This might be chalk. Oh no. Oh my gosh, bro. This thing is chalked, bro. This game might be chalked. Haven't run into a hacker today, which has been a refreshing. I'll put it that way. All right, we got an FFAR at least for now. Oh my, okay. He might report me on that one. He might report me. I don't know. Was that sus enough to get reported, chat? Did you guys report me on that one? Oh no! Oh, that was lucky, bro. That was lucky. Good timing on my part, I must say. Here we go. What the? Bro, how does he got an angle on me? Can I please get my loadout? That'd be great, thanks. Taking this heli and I'm getting out of dodge here. Finally get to use it. Yeah, come see me. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. I'll take it. Free gas mask. Need the UAV as well. Lots up here. Lots up here, and I don't like this area. So we're gonna rotate down and right. Right down here. Right there. There's some spots. Oh, he's got it right here. Let's go, dude. Oh yeah, this guy's pushing. Oh, we gotta win with it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I think these were solid plays strictly because we rotated correctly. I think we rotated just perfect there. 10 kills. That one, I think that puts the #1 loadouts over the edge there, because that STG and game, I think we only got 5 there. So technically the #1 loadouts won. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this or like one of these. We'll see you in the next one.